As the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration marks its 1 year in the saddle of administration of Nigeria, some Nigerians have scored the 10th National Assembly low, especially in addressing issues that have direct hearing on the masses. Although they lauded the support being given to the president, respondents stressed the need for the assembly to be more focused and proactive. Correspondent Kuliojo completes the story.
The National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is a bicameral legislature established under Section 4 of the Nigerian Constitution. It consists of a Senate with 109 members and 360 members of the House of Representatives. The body, modeled after the Federal Congress of the United States, is supposed to guarantee equal representation with 3 senators to each 36 states, irrespective of their size in the Senate, plus 1 senator representing the Federal Capital Territory and single-member district. Plurality voting in the House of Representatives. The 10th Assembly, under the leadership of Senator Godswill Akpabio, was inaugurated on 13th of June 2023, and the first assignment before it was the election of the leadership of the House. The Assembly promised that this administration will be people-friendly and will promote the cause of the masses.
I think the good news is that the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration is a corrective regime.
The first major assignment before the 10th National Assembly was the consideration and approval of the supplementary budget presented to it by President Bola Tinubu. This was followed by consideration and approval of bills and motions which focus on the economy, insecurity, health, infrastructural development, among others. Although the 10th National Assembly is yet to clock 1 year in office, some Nigerians spoke on the impact of the Assembly in the last 1 year of the Tinubu-led administration.
If you want to rate them on the aspect of supporting the president, they've been the way I look at it, they've been submissive and very supportive. But it depends on whether that support, whatever, is even turned with what the populists are even enjoying. Because if you support the president totality and the masses at large are not enjoying the dividend of that support, obviously it's of no use to them. Because
I think they need to sit up more in addressing the hardship of this country, because there are a lot of things they need to put in order to see that things are going how we expected, because we voted them there, and what we are seeing, the other side is hunger. Nigerians are dying in silence.
Honestly, in terms of legislation, I will not give it to them because they have not been doing what they ought to do. Because sometimes when you hear Nigerians complaining, Nigerians crying, they will turn it to be a joke. They will say, let the masses breathe, let the people breathe. You know, when you look at their policies, it's not in tandem with what directly is impactful to the life of the people.
Some lawmakers on their part have this to say, noting that this administration has moved away sharply from the usual order of things in the country.
I think the government is trying its best to ameliorate the poverty in the land. But you know, the country is a bit very difficult. And considering the level of the economy inherited by the government, because the level of the economic inherited by the government, it is pretty difficult for him, for Asiwaju, to run the economy the way people expected him to run it, because we are actually living a fake life previously. So it is now that we are living the reality life.
In view of where we find ourselves today, in view of the prevailing situation, we're coming from a situation where different things has happened over the years. You had the pre-COVID period, you had COVID period, and you had high rates of inflationary values coming post-COVID, and globalization, it has affected almost everywhere in the world. I mean, there's recession that's setting, but we're lucky to be creative in this part of the world.
Nigerians emphasize the need for the lawmakers to remain focused and come up with bills and motions that will have direct impact on the well-being of the masses. The lawmakers, on their part, called for more understanding and support from the masses for the Tinubu-led administration for rapid socio-economic and political development in Nigeria.
They need to put their head together, put party aside, and work for the betterment of this country. Put party aside. You know, anything in the National Assembly, they will bring party. And that is what is causing a problem for us in this country. Party. Once we have voted them, they are one. Forget about party.
So by 1 year, next 1 year, I want them to be more purposeful. Nigerians want to feel them, their impact in legislation in their area of security, area of standard of living, area of economy, and whatever, any area that I think are we supposed to be.
You know, it's no, I think it's a misconception. You know, I mean, for us as Nigerians, first of all, I think our attitude must be very positive. We must show the tenacity that we love this country. You know, when your attitude begins to change, when you begin to love your country the way you're supposed to love it, even
to them is to be patient with the government. That the government has a very laudable plans for them. They should be patient. They should be courageous. They should continue what they are doing. They should not allow these circumstances to becloud their reasoning to the extent that they will take arm against the government.
It is hoped that the National Assembly will look inward, focus on people-oriented bills and motions that will better the lot of the masses. From Abuja, Kunle Ojo, Galaxy TV.